depleted, and we need a good year to build up the fertility. The investments are relatively high because we've had to invest in new tractors, the high tunnels, and we're going to have to deal with the horror of deer fencing, which is the bane of farming in this area. And but again, one of the big advantages of being at Obercreek rather here than here is we don't have to ask the state whether we can do this or we can do that. In fact, Obercreek's in an agricultural district. We don't even have to ask the town. We have a right to farm, and realize the right to farm is in the New York State Constitution, which is quite extraordinary, and sort of underlines how important farming used to be in the state, and hopefully again will be. I really appeal. I want the sense of ownership that Common Ground Farm has here. I want to engage in a process that makes you feel as connected to our farm as you do here. Because, to be honest, we need your support in order to have a chance to make this thing go. I've given a commitment to Tim and Sam. We're going to do this for 5 years, and if we're not in penury by then, we'll keep on going. But I'm really, really excited at this prospect. I'm really, really excited at a collaboration with Common Ground Farm. I really think your mission-driven stuff is really, really important to succeed and to continue. And I also believe a farmer-led CSA is really, really important for this area. So I'm really grateful, and I think our collaboration has been really cool, and I'm looking forward to more.
Excuse my volume, I have a cold. I hope this is loud enough for everybody. Okay. I'm here to tell you a little bit about how things are going to work next year. But before I do, I just wanted to thank you all for being here, being such an important part of the community. When Sam and I first started discussing leaving Common Ground and trying to figure out something else to do, we kept coming back to the fact that this is such a wonderful community to grow for and to be a part of. And we are really excited and thankful to the board for the board could have said, okay, thanks for your resignation and see you later, good luck. But instead, everybody, Sam and I and Alex, and especially the board members, have worked our tails off for the last 7 months or so, trying to come up with some kind of unique partnership where we can all thrive and exist in the same community. So I'm really thankful for that. And excited to be at Obercreek with Alex and Sam and Wes. And as Alex said, one thing that I've learned, I guess, at Common Ground and in my studies before that is that building healthy soils is probably the most important thing we can do to generate a productive farm environment, and thus slowing things down here a little bit and ramping things up at Obercreek, which is newly open land that has been pastured for a while, 30 years or so. We've aggressively cover cropped this year, and it's going to take another year basically to get the fields into really good condition for growing vegetables. So for next year, we decided that we really need to continue the CSA, and we're not going to be in a position to do that. So we've partnered with a long time successful organic farm up in Tivoli called Hardy Roots Farm. Ben and Lindsay, the owners, are fabulous people and great farmers. I think they've had very few, if any, crop failures in the last 5 or 6 years since we've been kind of tracking them and getting to know them. And Ben has offered to bring shares down for as many people as are interested here. And we're excited to partner with them. So that will allow Sam and I to focus our energy on continuing to improve the fertility of Obercreek so that we'll be in a position in 2014 to start growing for a CSA that's at least as big as it was here, and hopefully moving towards expanding that in the next few years. That's basically what's happening for next year. And as Alex said, we really need your support to keep this thing going. And we're very interested in the community. We need people to be around and to help out when they have time, and to be interested and active in what we're doing. Questions?
Yeah, do we have anything else? Zoe, do you have anything else you wanted to add before we go into
It's maybe like it's a question I might have if I didn't know the answer, and sort of one of the examples of the challenges of sort of the subsidizing that Beth talked about, and sort of how we were kind of upside down with not-for-profit subsidizing CSA. What I found in observation through my work here is that a lot of it came from the fact that the board couldn't fully invest in either part. So what we had to do was invest in our time, literally investing time, not so much money, but that was the only thought that I kind of had to add in there. But yeah, I mean, this meeting is for the community, so.
I wanted to add one thing. We're trying to basically maintain the same sort of cost basis that's been here at Obercreek Farm. Next year, we have some problems in terms of that the supply from Tivoli will be just at a fixed price. There won't be the work option. And in addition to that, Obercreek has promised that up to 100 members, we pay 5% of whatever we get from the membership to Common Ground Farm, and that will continue, and no matter what. But next year is a transition year. The year after, when we're going to be doing our full production at Obercreek, we are looking at a price of $650 per share. I would like to explore all sorts of your ideas on how we might tweak that. I know that a lot of the existing membership do the work option, and this is important. And so we have to. That's a conversation I want to have with all of you as to how.